never thought I would be a victim of a stroke. I never thought this was something that could happen to me. I'm Tedy Bruschi, husband, father, professional football player, and stroke survivor. I think you hear a lot of things in the world about stroke. You never relate it to yourself until it actually happens. Through my college and pro career, there's about every injury you can name possibly that I've had, from my ankles all the way to my neck, shoulders, elbows, knees, hips, back. Whatever you want to name is probably something that I've experienced, and from pain levels ranging from 1 all the way to 10. A recovery from an injury that you can control is much more easier to rehabilitate from. When I had a stroke, there were some aspects of my recovery that I had no control of. I lost part of my vision. These are some things that you can't rehabilitate on your own. You just have to hope and pray that the right decisions are made, the right procedures are taken. With a football injury with a knee, I know how to rehab a knee. I know how to rehab a sore bicep or something like that. How do you rehabilitate your sight? You really can't do that. Sometimes you just have to hope. So my stroke recovery at times was more emotional than physical. After my family learned that my football career would probably be over after my stroke, I think they felt the same way I did. We were sad about the entire situation. We were shocked that something could be taken away from me so quickly. When I got home those first few weeks after the hospital, I think it was just about healing for me. My energy level was very low. I would get tired just getting up from the couch or walking up the stairs. My fatigue level was very high. Emotionally also, I just was in a state of flux. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I didn't know where my life was going from this point. So emotionally and physically, I was pretty beat down. When I first started physical therapy after my stroke, my main goal was just to be a functioning father and a husband again. Pretty much in my mind, football was out of the question. Getting to the point where I could still run with my kids and still pick them up and still be able to play baseball with them was something I wanted to do. After my first few days at home, a visiting nurse came and saw me, and she helped me with rehabilitation, the basics of walking, of using my arm again, of writing my name again, seeing how my vision was doing. It was very slow at first, very, very slow. The type of exercises my rehabilitation therapist had me do varied from very elementary things to walking a plastic plank about 3 inches wide and about 6 feet long, to balancing on my left leg and balancing on my left leg with my arms over my chest. Balancing on my left leg with my arms over my chest while my eyes are closed, while I'm turning my head and I'm reciting multiplication tables. I really didn't think it was possible to come back to play professional football after a stroke, and really, I didn't want to at that point because I just didn't think it was possible. When I went in to see my coach and tell him that I decided to retire from pro football, he suggested something that I had never thought of, and he talked to me about taking the year off. I really started to think that I could come back to play pro football. There was a moment I had in my bedroom when I was asleep, and it was the middle of the night, and I sat up in my bed and I looked at a clock. With the deficits I had in my eyes, if a clock said maybe 10:12, I would see 0:12. I wouldn't see that 1. So at this particular moment, I knew what time it was. It was 12:23. And I'll always remember that time because I could see that 1, I could see that 2. That was really a moment for me when I said, I think I can see again, so maybe this is possible.